Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of This Week in Reselling.
After dark.
After Dark. And our guest for today, we have none other than our friend, Jimmy. Old School Flips. Jimmy!
So should I turn on my lights? I'm gonna turn on my lights. It's after dark.
Right.
After Dark. This is the After Dark episode where Jimmy quits being polite and starts getting real.
What do you want to know? What do you want me to say? First of all, what's with the
Jimmy?
whispering
Just,
at the
this is
beginning?
uncanon.
Why are you using the sultry, like, hey, ladies?
Hey,
why are you using
Val Venus,
Venus
the
voice?
Val Venus
Why
voice?
not?
Yeah, we can.
I get you. It's like a
Shit's gonna get rated R. That's
you
why.
can hook them in with the
Val Venus voice.
Mhm.
Hello,
ladies.
Next episode, I'm just gonna wear a towel only. That's it.
Just a towel. On
The Val Venus.
Yeah.
See,
Just
Joe,
squirt yourself down with some.
Joe, do you know about Val Venus?
I don't know Val Venus.
You don't know Val Venus?
Val Venus was a WWF superstar, and they
Definitely
alluded
Attitude Era.
during the Attitude Era. The Rick, I sent you. It was kind of like
Yes.
the Rick Rude of the time.
Because I was like, he kind of reminds a little Rick Rude kind of, or
And he would
whatever.
come out with a
That's when Rick
towel,
Rude
and he
did it.
was
Can I tell my Val
allegedly
Venus
like,
story? Can I tell my Val Venus story? I think I told it to Ray once before.
He's basically a porn star.
"Oh, you did? Yeah." Did they ever say that he was like a adult star? Or they
No,
just
but like
alluded to,
when
like,
he came out, he had that Titantron with like the fucking drill going in the hole and like the flower opening and like come on, man.
yeah, dude, there was one storyline, Joe, is that he was beefing with like some Japanese guys, right? And one of their managers was like super Japanese, and he would carry around like a samurai sword. And there was one time where they had him up, like in chain, like up, and you could tell like he was naked, and then like chopped off his member.
Yeah,
It was wild, bro. Attitude Era.
choppy your
Attitude
PP.
Era was different for sure.
Dang.
So what's your? It's strange that you have a Val Venus story, Jimmy. I think I remember hearing it.
It's
But
it's nothing crazy,
tell
but
us.
I lived in Phoenix area, and there's a town called Ahwatukee, and I was working in Ahwatukee, and I went to a Subway for lunch, and I'm standing in the Subway getting ready to, and I had just ordered my sub. You know, they're asking me what toppings, and I hear behind me, yeah, can I get a foot long? I'm like, I know that voice. And I look behind me, and Val Venus is in line behind me ordering a sub. And I was like, you can't even make that up. Like, that voice is so distinct. Can I make
I'll be
extra
ordering
cheese?
I'll be ordering in character.
So that's my
He
Val.
ordered it in character. Was that when he was wrestling, Jimmy?
I think so. Like, it was later in his career. Like, I don't think he wasn't like big anymore. So I don't know for sure.
I think that's when he was Chief Morley. Like it was like when he was on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ordered an character like extra.
It was
meat.
because he cut his hair and he was bald, right? Remember that? Like,
Yeah.
It was when you had shorter hair for sure.
Yeah, that was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
So did you get a picture with him or anything?
No, I think I said something to him like, "Hey, I know who you are." It wasn't a big deal or anything. We just like, oh, hey, thanks.
You guys should have got a picture together,
That's a long time ago though.
holding foot long subs up together and
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Holding footlongs in down.
Exactly. That's what I was just.
That would have been dope. Did you? I know that was it last episode we were talking about the different cane variations.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna text you because they have a DLC pack now on 2K24 where you can download all of them in one thing.
all the canes.
Yeah.
You know about these canes? Different canes, Jimmy?
I don't. Candy canes.
There's a candy cane.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas cane.
Wow.
And there's a Coke cane.
Mm-hmm. And
there's a couple other there's a couple other ones, but I heard that WWE sent what is it? Cease and desist. Yeah.
Really?
They have Gain. They got Boo Cane. They got all kinds. I heard they got like Africane.
Africane.
Yeah, they got like stuff.
All right. No.
What kind of cane would you be, Jimmy?
I don't know. There's so many things that I'm going to think about that.
Like old man.
How many Kane would you be, Joe?
I don't know. That's what I was.
Can you ask me that later?
Yeah.
I'd be 2001 Kane because he was Jack.
Can we change the subject?
Can we change the subject?
We only K-Mass next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Different K-Mass.
So, Joe, by the time that we've done this,
Yep.
The new game show has already been out.
Right. So you want me to make a prediction on who won?
Sure.
Or I'll just
You can't tell us who the guest is.
I can't tell you that. But between Kristen, you, or Brendan, I think I didn't even think about this. I think Brendan is going to guess who the person is.
Now I got to beat Brendan.
Do we know what they're dressed up as? The masked singer / reseller?
Yeah, how's that going to work?
Since it's over, since this is after, do we know what they were dressed up as? Have we decided that yet?
We sent them an outfit and stuff. Yes.
So you can say what it is, or you don't want to say.
I hope the mask isn't like one of those leather masks with the zipper mouth and eyes.
A gimp?
Yeah. Yes.
Don't worry, he's got spare.
That's what's in that closet behind Joe. It just opens it up, and it's just
where the TV
leather,
is.
it's leather and chains, and
just chains, leather, whips.
It actually opens up to a whole room.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of game show stuff, Jimmy, when was the last time somebody called you sunroof?
So it's been a
you
while.
Know why
Yeah.
When was the last time somebody called you that?
Probably last time I was on the game.
Right.
When I fell through a ceiling and made a sunroof. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh snap!
Wow.
How'd you do that?
I was working construction. I was 16 years old. A long time ago. We're talking 30 years ago, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And they put me in an attic cleaning up insulation, and it was dark. I stepped on a nail I was standing on 2x4s because you can't stand on the drywall. Mm-hmm. And I stepped on a nail, and I was trying to get my foot out of the nail, and I lost my balance and right through the ceiling, all the way to the kitchen floor.
Holy crap! How did that feel?
There's a big old hole in the ceiling like this of me.
A cartoon through the wall.
They just left it. The owners left it like it's our sunroof. It's big enough.
Man, that sounded like it hurt.
I quit that instant. Like I was like, I'm alive. We're done here.
Yeah.
And at the time, I had to get a ride because I didn't have a car, so I rode with one of the workers, and I was like, I'm calling my mom. Come and get me. I fell through the ceiling. So my
did
mom
they at least
pick me up.
Cover the hospital bill for you stepping on a nail?
No, I went home and I was like, I didn't go to the hospital or nothing.
Didn't get a tetanus shot or nothing.
Real, I'm a man.
You put a Band-Aid on it.
Put some dirt on it.
I'm a man, but I gotta call my mom.
Jimmy, how many different careers have you had in your lifetime?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, not careers,
or just job.
I've had a lot of jobs. That was bad.
How long is this your longest one? Being a full-time reseller?
No, I was actually my longest career, which I probably would still be doing it if it wasn't for the way things change and so I was a printer. I did offset printing for like 9 years. And printing hospital forms. Well, hospitals don't have forms anymore. They don't. So that's when that fell through, is when hospitals started going green and digital and everything's on a tablet. And then, so as soon as you started seeing the nurses and the doctors filling out stuff on their computers, when my career started to go. So I started with that company with like 200 some people. When I got let go, I made the final 25 people.
Wow.
There was like 25 people left when they finally let me go. And I tried staying in printing, and I got another job in printing, and I could not get 40 hours. They didn't have enough work to give me 40 hours. So that's when I made the career change into I started learning how to become a refrigeration mechanic. And I did that for 10 years, but it was with a bunch of different companies. I hopped around trying to find the best fit for a long time.
How'd you know how to do that? Like, did you go fix refrigerators and like trucks and stuff.
I got lucky because I got hired on by a friend at Thermo King of Denver, which is they're the refrigerators that are on the front of a trailer. That when you haul food, you have to have the trailer has to be refrigerated. Those are diesel powered engines running a refrigerator. Got me hired on there, and they trained like I started off installing them. They showed me how to install them, and as I was installing them, I was learning about them. And then I got a job with a fleet working on a company that delivers McDonald's foods. Food to McDonald's. They had their whole entire fleet that they had to keep up and repair. So I got hired on there as an apprentice. So I had I was learning with my mentor, and he taught me everything. He taught me everything about doing that. And so from that point, once I learned everything, I was able to move on from there, and I worked for a couple people. Anyways, so I was a mechanic for a long time.
I was gonna say, Ken could have got you in the printing.
Yeah, Ken, actually, yeah, he worked at a print shop that's in the town I live in right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was weird when we became co-hosts of that other podcast, Clickbait Podcast. We didn't even know, like, we both had been printers early on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like printing. I hated it, but it paid well, and it was so boring though. Such a boring job. Like, you set a machine to make 10,000, print off 10,000 forms. Once you get it set and dialed in, it's just like
crazy.
Make sure it doesn't break down. Like, you're just watching it do it's thing while you're making sure nothing goes wrong.
Right.
You never had to do like any, because I know that we have, I guess it would be a print shop. They call it's called Busy Bee Printing. Shout out to them. They're the ones that did our lanyards for the meetup. And they do all kinds of stuff. So I would think that, and they're always busy.
Changed a lot. That's what I was going to say. Printing, when I did printing, it was offset printing, which was you had live ink wells, and you had to mix water and oil just right, and all this crazy stuff. So, like, you had to watch the machine while it was running because things can go wrong in an instant. So I couldn't be doing something else while, you're pulling sheets every 100 sheets to make sure everything's still, your color's still good, everything's lined up still. Because all it takes is the water to mess up or the ink to mess up or something to mess up. And in 15 minutes, 500 sheets will come out all messed up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was boring, but I had to watch the machine. I had to make sure it was doing its thing right the entire time. So, like, now it's all digital. You push a button and it does its thing, and you don't have to worry at all.
Right.
Back then, when it was offset printing, it was chemistry. You were literally, and if anything went out of whack, you couldn't be like, "Hey, boss, can you throw these 500 sheets of paper away because I stopped watching the machine?" They say, "Sorry, we're not throwing away paper every time you run an order because you don't watch it." So yeah.
Did you ever have any incidents like that? Like,
it happened all the time now. Like, stuff happened because it's so hard. Like, it was a live ink well, and you had to turn these little keys to let the ink through. And so, like, if you had a form where there was more coverage, like there was more image on this side of the sheet of paper, that means open up those keys more. But ink also goes through those keys more. So if it ran out of ink, then the color would get light. It was not the easiest job. It was a challenge. There's all kinds of other things that can go wrong with offset back in the day, offset printing. So that was.
Did you ever have to do anything? Did you ever do anything cool, like make concert posters or design?
The coolest thing, I think, just the way it looked. We had to make. Remember, it's awful. What are the little tobacco roll up papers? Like
the JOBs?
What
the Dutch? What is it? Dutch Masters?
Yeah, no, but I thought you were talking about the zigzags.
Yeah, zigzags. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, paper for rolling tobacco,
right?
Well, they used to come in these cool boxes with all these graphics on them, and then they had the little boxes like the display box at the store that would go on the counter. And so I had to print off some of those boxes, and and this is boring, but like when you get that, like my machine did 2 colors at a time, so I had to run I had to run it through the sheet that it was going on once. I had to run it through once, put black and cyan down, let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to stack all those that had the black and cyan color down and put it back through the machine again and get the magenta and the blue on it, and it would layer right on top of to make the color that you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go through the machine twice, but it's amazing. It would come out in the end if they screened and put those colors together just right. Any color you can imagine would come out in the final product. That's why those are when you find toner, where those are the 4 colors, like black, cyan, magenta, and whatever.
Yeah.
Those colors will make just about anything you can imagine.
Primary
so anyways,
colors.
those boxes would come out and they would have these giant graphics on them and they would just look awesome.
That's awesome.
Boring, but awesome.
It sounds pretty cool. I think it sounds cool. It's kind of like screen printing shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Know? That's exactly what it's like.
A
big man. There were some of those printers were the size of a tank. I ran a printer that was literally the size of a tank, and it sounded like a tank. The forms would come out 70 by whatever, just, and you'd have to pull that big ass piece of paper out there, and you had to look it all over to make sure it looked right.
What would you print on that thing? Like
flow charts for hospitals. Like some of those flow charts, you fold them, but if you unfold, you remember flow charts? Like when you go to the doctor, they would have this sheet that they would unfold like this, and they would write all. And so it would come out, and they would do 2 up. Like there would be, so when it was done printing, you would cut it in half, and you would fold up 2 forms. So anyway. Yeah, you guys are too young for flow. Joe knows what a flow chart is.
Joe, do you? I don't know.
Back in the day.
He doesn't know.
When you would go, they would fold that up and they would mark this because they used to pack all your medical stuff on paper, not in digital world.
Right. So the reason I brought up sunroof, because I was thinking, I'm like, oh, what do I know about Jimmy? Because back when we were first doing the Reseller game show, Nicole would be like, all right, listen to who the contestants are, listen to their stuff, and then get notes so we could be like, when we introduce, hey, his guy's name was Sunroof back in the day. It's Jimmy Olds. So I have just
the notes
on my phone still, and I'm like looking. I'm like, hey, let's see what. That's awesome. Sunroof. There we go.
And not to mention, Jimmy will probably win Defensive Player of the Year at NCAA for the Flip You Yetis.
I'm really upset about that.
You've been killing it.
You've been killing it, Jimmy.
I told you I'm a quarterback.
Apparently not.
I mean, apparently not. Nose tackle is the position that you need to be playing.
This is after hours, so I'm going to be a real jerk.
Do it.
Like, I even mentioned to Ray that I'm a quarterback, man. He said, I'm sure you're a nice backyard quarterback, Jimmy. No, you don't understand, dude.
Tell me, Jimmy. What do we know?
I got
Uncle Rico?
Yeah.
If they only put you in, could you throw it across the...
I'm round, and I'm fat, and I'm old. But back in the day, I would have...
That's subjective.
Telling you. I've had
no.
Tell me, Jimmy.
Come on.
Uncle Rico.
I played a lot of the flag football, like the flag football, because I played some tackle stuff but the NFL
7-on-7,
like the NFL flag football competitions and the tournaments and stuff.
7-on-7.
I tore it up. I had so many of my friends and that I played football with said, I've never seen a better pass thrown, more accurate on the spot pass than what you throw to me. Because it's not just backyard fun time, Ray. I have a golden arm, bud.
Shit is serious.
And we're struggling with Ken as our.
We are. We might make you the backup quarterback, Jimmy. We might put you in.
You went with what you felt was right. You went with a lifetime printer as your quarterback.
We'll see. Well, off season, things could change. Ken could get hurt.
I understand my size now reeks center or offensive guard.
No, but you're the nose tackle, man.
You're killing it back there, dude.
I can live with it. I'm just having fun, but I just want to be known. Back in my day, I could sling it like nobody's business.
How far? 70 yards on your knees?
I mean, was I NFL? No, I couldn't throw 70 yards, but I mean, 55, 60. I never had an NFL arm.
These are like officially sized footballs, not like these little Nerf guys.
Yes,
not like Vortex.
Yeah, vortex.
No, not yeah.
So
Could
Jimmy,
I do it anymore? I'd probably be lucky to throw 40 yards these days.
so back when you were playing, would you walk up and like just read the defense and call out option? You know, and these guys would know to, all right, we need to cut.
I mean, we had plays, and
Right.
I would know. You know, you got to make the right pass. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But could you read the defense though?
It was flag football. Yeah, I mean, most flag football's man on man. There's not a lot of zone going on.
I don't know, Ray. I don't know if he can make it in our college on the college team now.
Hey, you know what? The off season is coming. We'll see what happens. You know,
Man
Jimmy
on man
might.
stuff, don't get him. But you know, you have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you're like Mr. Perfect. You throw the ball and then run downfield and catch it yourself.
And catch it.
Exactly right. Now I understand I'm gonna get picked on, and that's fine. But I'm gonna have someone have like one of my family members like that, but they have to say it that I am a great quarterback. So whatever.
Have it in writing and get it notarized.
You gotta have some friends that maybe could.
Next time we're around
some
each
people to
other,
vouch for
bring
you.
a football. Yeah. We're gonna bring a football next time we see each other.
No video footage or anything like that we can. You know,
any tape that we can go back and that you submitted to the University of Notre Dame.
Mom was on the sideline recording.
I'll be like Uncle Rico. I'll make one in the front yard right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Jimmy, let's say if you were to be, let's say, like, not saying that you're not a good quarterback, Jimmy. Let's go ahead and put that down.
No,
but you went to high school, you played quarterback, and then you're getting some collegiate offers.
Yes.
What is your go-to school? Like if you had to play for this school currently, what would it be?
I think I don't know. That's a tough because I don't follow college a lot. I would want to go to Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, I like the way they play. Bo Nix right now. Come on, that's my guy, right? Bo Nix is playing for the Broncos now.
Okay.
I mean, Oregon likes to throw the ball.
They do.
There you go. That would be the.
Yeah.
I want to throw the ball. I don't want to hand it off to some running back. Come on.
You don't want to hand it to Joe.
No.
I'm a fullback, by the way. I'll crush the guys for you. So I'll be protecting you, Jimmy.
Gotcha. I appreciate it.
What about you, Joe? What would be your collegiate school? The Gophers?
No.
It's Golden Gophers.
Yeah, they're not that good.
The Ducks, by the way. Not the Beavers, the Ducks.
Gotcha.
Oh, right.
Oregon, not Oregon State.
I don't know. Maybe I think it'd be interesting to be on the team that Deion Sanders is coaching.
Oh, the
Buffaloes.
Colorado?
Yes. That might be interesting, I guess. I don't know. That's the only
You still have family that lives in Colorado, Jimmy?
No family. I have friends, but no. Oh, Mom, my sister lives there. Yeah, my sister's still there. She's moving soon though, so she's still there.
You miss Colorado?
You know, I think I do, and then I saw they got bombed with a bunch of snow, and I was like, it's barely like we haven't had
already.
We're still in the 60s right here.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Ohio, and I'm like, I don't miss like they got feet of snow. I'm like, I don't miss that.
Mm-mm.
I do miss our really good friends, Dan, the Answer Man, and his wife.
Shout out.
I miss being around Broncos fans. You know, Broncos fans are, you know, it's everywhere out there. I miss that, but
sorry for your loss.
Man, that was a tough loss. They won that game. As far as I'm concerned, they won.
They did.
From a growth standpoint for the young team with a young quarterback, they won that game. If ever I've said one player lost the game for a team, the Broncos, that one player that got ran over and was just in the worst possible
left tackle
like
or
didn't know
left
how
guard.
to play football. That one guy lost that game for them. As far as the rest of the team won that game.
Dude,
and for growth and for what the Broncos are trying to do, it's great.
The Chiefs are the worst undefeated team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So frustrating. It came down to one guy not blocking.
They should be like 4-5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Brendan, what's your collegiate team?
I don't know, man. I don't follow college at all, so I don't really know. But I mean, I wouldn't trade my spot on the Flippy Yetis.
There you go.
You know.
Ooh.
What about you, Ray? You going to the volunteer?
I like Vandy, but to be honest, I would go to like a low key school and see if I can like do well there.
Wyoming,
So-
where Josh Allen played.
Yeah. I would go to the San Diego State Aztecs.
Ooh,
There you go.
Marshall Falk. played
Marshall
there,
Falk,
right? That's interesting.
San Diego State.
All right.
Or I would go to like a HBCU,
What the heck is that?
Just to do it.
historically black college,
Oh, gotcha.
like a Grambling or a
How
Howard.
did I
or
not
something.
know that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like, what was it, Jackson State, where Dion coached last year
I don't
or
know.
2 years ago?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was it.
And he was like, "I'm not going to leave," and then he left.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're saying he's going to be the Cowboys head coach next year.
Well,
When they draft Shador Sanders.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything.
Mm-mm.
until
Keep
Jerry
seeing
Jones
like,
is
what
gone.
is it, Jerry Jones, or people complaining about the sun and that Cowboy
that.
Stadium coming through. Like, could you not build the stadium like
Yeah, no,
way,
that
or like put shades down or something?
I'm
Like, what are we doing?
no, they have shades. They just won't put them. They won't put them down.
Oh, for real? They got shades?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. That team is going nowhere.
So
Wait.
good.
Their season was already over last month.
Well,
Like,
Jimmy, I know that you're a great quarterback, and here in Tennessee,
I'm
might be
never going to
looking
hear
for-
the end of this.
we might be looking for a quarterback. So if you want to audition to become the next quarterback for the Tennessee
All right.
Titans, we're looking for.
I think
one.
my favorite number is number 7. John Elway, baby.
We'll get you number 7.
We'll get you number 7. I don't even know who the number 7 is on Titans. Can I tell you something, guys? I hate that players can now wear the number 0. I hate that. I
Why?
hate seeing the number 0. It just looks dumb on a jersey. Like, you want to be 0? What are we doing here?
Are they allowed to have 00?
I don't
just
think so.
single. I want to be
NBA allows 00.
I want to be number 300.
I'm
No,
well
like
past
300.
300.
Huh?
Why
Wow.
300?
I don't know why not.
Like the movie 300, like
300.
Spartacus, like
Oh, I guess. I
Like-
guess. I don't know.
Bro,
Spartan.
the new Gladiator movie's coming out this month.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for it.
You guys stoked
Oh.
for that?
I am, but I want to talk about a different movie. Go ahead and talk about that first.
I mean, that's it.
excited,
That's
but
all I got. I'm excited to see
Okay.
it.
I love Joaquin Phoenix in the first one. I don't know if they can ever make, like, nobody's gonna top that performance. Like Joaquin Phoenix in the first movie is amazing. Did you guys hear about this thing with Wicked though? That movie Wicked coming out.
Yeah, dude, those dolls are going
Those
through
dolls
crazy
with
right
the
now.
walls.
Have they been repossessed? Have they
I think
been
they're pulling them, but I think you're supposed to go and try to buy them because they're going to be collectible, because it's going to be like that cover on the Little
Disney
Mermaid
cover?
type thing.
The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
I guess the URL on the back of it goes to a like 18 and over website.
Yeah.
Naked.com.
Yeah.
Here, let me. You want me to pull it up? Real
No,
quick?
don't.
Yeah, please
I mean,
do.
this is after hours.
It is after dark. I mean, come
After
on.
When he
dark.
searched it, it came up. He just put in W, and it
Right.
came up right away. He's already
After
been there a
dark.
couple times.
He's like, trust me, I know.
It's all right. It's not my favorite. It's bookmarked.
Right, who would you say is worse right now, the Titans or the Cowboys?
Titans.
Nah.
I think the Cowboys, they're just
Yeah,
so
dude. Yeah.
The Titans have like nobody on their team.
Neither does the Cowboys now. Because Dak
yeah,
is
the
out.
Cowboys are just horrible.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, football, our kicker had to be replaced, and the kicker last week was wearing number 96. I'm like, put a
Kickers wear.
single digit number on a kicker. I mean, the number, he's just a small guy. And the numbers are like wrapped around him practically.
Yeah.
That's what they do for most kickers. It's either big numbers like that or like weird odd numbers. Like Georgia always has like, they're always like 98, 97.
I don't know.
You remember, what was the guy for Georgia? He wore those glasses. The kicker for Georgia, he wore these like.
Oh, I mean,
Was it Georgia?
I think I
Can't
know.
remember.
was the one that was on the Colts?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He had like a Hispanic
Blank-
name, didn't he?
Blankenship.
Yeah.
Blankenship. That's not Hispanic at all. I was way off.
No.
Oh, he
Samson.
played for the Bucks. Rodrigo.
See,
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
on
damn
it.
Damn right.
But
And he
wasn't on the
played for
Colts.
Georgia.
Blankenship. Yeah, he was
98.
dumb. See, I was right. What's his name?
It's
Rodrigo
Yeah,
Blankenship.
Rodrigo is also his first name is Hispanic. I was right.
yeah.
Now I don't feel so bad.
That's Joe's middle name.
Dude, look at this guy.
Wait a second, Ray.
Is he still in the league?
Wait a minute.
Doppelganger, Ray.
Right? That I don't
That
know.
does not. Come on, y'all.
Whoa,
Come on.
go
Don't
back.
do me like that.
Go back to that one with the red jersey. I don't know.
Y'all don't do me like don't do me like that.
Right?
Don't do me like that, y'all.
Come on. I mean,
I'm just saying.
Click on the one that says NFL Films.
And he's playing with Lego minifigures. Y'all don't do me like that.
Shave your beard and see if you look
I'm
like that.
just saying, Joe. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I think Joe
Don't do
knows.
me like that.
We're gonna call you Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Oh, that's too funny.
Is he still in the league? That's
apologize,
what I want to
Ray.
know.
No.
I really don't know.
he's not. He's not.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
not?
that hurt.
Oh,
that was
man.
funny.
Hmm.
Oh, I needed that.
Right? That's-
Sorry, Ray. I
Don't do
apologize.
it, dude. Guys, don't do me like that. Where did he go? Where's that?
Dude, change your glasses
I mean-
up to like that, like the wraparound.
Ray, look straight at the camera
Look straight at the camera.
and smile like that. Yep. I mean,
Hat off. You know? I'm just saying, Ray.
you look like Jimmy when he stepped on the nail.
yeah.
That was, you know how much panic I was in when.
Bro, I can imagine.
At that time, I wasn't big, so I wasn't big, but I'm standing on this balancing, like I'm like literally on a 2x4 with a nail in my foot, balancing, and I'm looking for a place to put my other foot so I can pull this. Terrible.
Did you go through your shoe and get your foot? Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
have a
I
hole in your
mean,
foot?
Man,
Oh yeah,
that's rough.
had to go get a tetanus shot and all that fun stuff.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think that that's the reason why your feet are bad now?
My feet are fat.
Bad. I haven't seen your
Feet are
feet.
fat because of the buffet I had last night, Ray. Thanks a lot, though.
ooh, jealous. What kind of buffet was it?
Yeah, what
I
kind?
didn't have a buffet. I'm just
Oh
joking.
man,
It was a good joke, though. No, my feet are actually fine now, Ray. But
Oh, that's
I
good.
did go through. I don't have collapsed arches or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I did rupture both of my plantar
Achilles?
fasciitis in my lifetime.
that sounds like a made up
Dang,
word.
bro.
Plantar fascia. You never
Yeah.
heard of like plantar fasciitis?
Mm-mm.
What do
And
you
you
do for
wanna
that?
be our
You got to put him in a
quarterback?
cast? Yeah. And you want to be our quarterback?
Well, listen. What I did was I ruptured them, and that naturally stretched them, so I'm fine now. But both of them,
Oh.
all right.
and my doctor was like, "You saved yourself from having to have surgery because you were going to have your Achilles extended, but instead you ruptured both your at different times too." But I
It's
ruptured.
kind of like the
my
what's that
plantar
movie,
fascia.
Rookie of the Year?
Right. Yep. He was like,
Yeah,
his cast was
exactly.
like this or something. Yeah.
Now I can run like the wind blows. And if I was going to, I was running.
So how does it work? You kind of like, I mean, you got to get something fixed, but you kind of like fell up. Like just because you blowing out two of your things, now you're fine. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy's like a superhero now.
man,
I'm like, have you ever seen Swamp Thing way back in the day when his arm got cut off and he was able to grow his arm back? That's
Yeah.
what happened to me.
yeah.
Mm.
So you're mutant.
I can't.
Jimmy the Mutant.
I
Yep.
am.
I was gonna say if all it fails, just run on your hands and pass with your feet.
Exactly.
Speaking of Swamp Thing, did you guys ever watch The Toxic Avenger? Like when you guys were like
Man, I
those
haven't
movies?
seen that in so long, but I don't remember this.
Bro, so I used to they used to come on like the Sci-Fi channel like really late at night,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what is this? You don't remember The Toxic Avenger?
I mean, I know it. He's,
Surprise!
They
Surprise!
were
One of you,
supposed to make like a new movie.
he's like wasn't he like a janitor that fell in or something like that?
I was gonna say, I was surprised one of you don't have a toy of it.
The
Nope,
Toxic
I don't
Avenger.
have a toxin.
And don't tell me I look like this guy too, guys.
I mean, I don't know. First I
Let's
was
see.
thinking,
We got all we have left is Brendan, so we're going with
Yeah.
I'll take
Ray
it.
looks like a bobblehead.
I'll take it.
Ray looks like a
I'll take it.
Rodrigo.
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 See, this movie was wild, guys.
Yep, I remember. I mean, I remember it, but I don't.
What year did that come out?
I think there was a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the text that I sent you last night? The trailer?
I didn't see it.
Jimmy, I didn't send it to Jimmy.
Hold on.
For Tiptoes, the movie?
Oh yeah, I just didn't watch it though.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it either.
Tiptoes?
You ever seen this movie, Jimmy? This is a real movie. It's
No, I haven't.
Tiptoes.
Sounds like awful.
We might need to play them. Oh, I wish I could.
What is
I?
Tiptoes?
I've never even heard of that movie.
Is it a horror movie? Is it a
It is
sci-
not. Let me play.
Is it a
Let me play
fetish
the trailer.
movie?
I will play the trailer. Do not ban me, YouTube. Do not ban me.
Oh, this is after hours, so they can't. As long as you put after
Yeah,
hours in the
if
title
not-
and you click
Guys,
that button, not for children.
If I get a monetization, click on it. I will cut this part out, but I will put the trailer in the comments or in the description. So if you want to follow
All right.
along,
Can you
Here
put
we
that
go.
like in the audio for like Spotify though? Like, can you play it and I'll still listen to it?
I don't know. Yes, you can,
Oh, okay.
but not video. Can you guys listen? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Carol and Steven's life together was perfect.
I've got to get going.
Right this second?
This is a real movie.
Who says that?
I love you.
There's one small problem.
Hi, I'm Raul. I'm his brother. We're twins.
Are your parents,
Yeah.
It can tear them apart,
I think you gotta let me know that everyone in your family's a midget.
They're not midgets, Carol. They're dwarfs.
Whatever.
or bring them together.
Hey, welcome. I'm Steven.
Ah, there you are. This is Steven's father, Bruno, and his mom, Kathleen. And over behind the bar is Steven's brother, Rolf.
You could have prepared us for this, don't you think?
If you embarrass me, I'll never speak to you again, so just get it together.
How's everybody drink?
I think maybe I'm pregnant.
When the going gets rough, it's only the size of your heart that counts.
Would it really be that big of a deal if our kid was a dwarf?
You knocked up this great girl and you didn't tell her that her baby's probably gonna be little.
I'm not like you.
We are so cute and cuddly. Don't discriminate against us.
He said these parties got a little wild.
Is that Gary Oldman?
There's
Yes.
sure a lot of midgets around here.
You better back off, Goldie Hawn. My man can do what he wants to do.
I'm ready for an adult relationship.
What is this man doing in your bedroom?
A walk down the aisle
Steven's he's a very lucky guy. Just hope he's smart enough not to screw it up.
is just a beginning.
There'll be rough patches, there's no doubt about it.
Canal Plus and Langley Productions proudly present command performances from Kate Beckinsale,
2003.
Matthew McConaughey, Patricia Arquette, and in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman.
Role of a lifetime.
Yeah,
Tiptoes.
he played Winston Churchill, but this is
Tiptoes. Tiptoes.
I've never even heard of that movie.
yeah,
Me neither.
yeah, they're
You know what? I'm gonna look up. I wonder if
Ray
it's worth
watched
anything on
it
eBay.
times last night.
Why would you get Gary Oldman and Gary was it Gary Oldman? It's rated R too.
to play a little person.
Yeah. Why don't you just get a little person to play a little person?
Because he did the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I
True.
guess so.
Truth.
He was in he was in Batman also.
Yeah, he was Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Role of a lifetime.
Oh wow.
Role of a lifetime.
Hold on a minute.
What's the Soul comps for Tiptoes on DVD?
Well, DVD it's like $12, but VHS it's like $30.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
So, but six listed, one sold. But there's still sealed that are listed at like 90.
Might not be a lot of people looking for that movie.
I mean,
Tiptoes.
I think
I've
you are.
never even heard
I
of
think-
that movie, so I'm not looking for it.
And Ray, how did you find that? Because you watched it 3 times last night. You had to send it to us or what?
Yes.
He's like I watched it all the way through and then I watched it in reverse.
No, I was watching that podcast Bear Cave or whatever with those two comedians.
Oh, Bert Kreischer and
Yes. So they had Matthew McConaughey on there. And they
Okay.
brought up the movie Tiptoes. And I'm like, wait, this is a real movie? Like it feels like it's like a satire like movie like you would see like on SNL or something.
right.
I thought it was fake. Like I thought I was waiting for them to cut to SNL and be like, you
Right.
know,
Think about this. So that somebody sat down, wrote the script, and then sold the script to whatever wild studio.
It was 2003, but those are some big actors, and they got those actors to sign on also.
Some studio read the script and like, this is fucking brilliant.
This is
right
brilliant.
now.
We're gonna call it Tiptoes.
I feel like I need to watch it now.
Because why do they call it Tiptoes? Why do you think it's Tiptoes?
That's a great question.
I thought when they say my brother's behind the bar, they were going to show the bar and you couldn't see anybody.
Tiptoes.
Let's see. Sure that was good. That would have been my day. If they said my brother's behind the bar and then they pan over the bar and you can't see anybody, that would have made my day.
All right, so for the people that have watched the trailer, you can watch Tiptoes on Amazon Prime for free.
Oh, hey.
So that's what I'm doing tonight. I don't know what y'all are doing.
I don't have Prime.
You're gonna watch it again, right?
I didn't watch the movie. I saw the trailer.
It's
also on the Roku channel for free.
Ray wore his DVD of the movie out.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's all I got. You guys got anything?
I don't think we can top that.
Fuck yeah! I wasn't expecting a movie about talking about a movie about dwarfs. I wasn't expecting that.
Do you think that the baby was a dwarf?
No.
No.
But I don't think they're gonna show him all grown up.
Maybe.
Well, when you watch it later, Brendan, you tell us, okay?
You know what? I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna stream the whole thing on Marco Polo, like the whole movie, so you guys can watch it too.
Because we can't watch it for free on Amazon.
On Whatnot, just stream it on Whatnot,
so you can see it through. Yeah, so you can see it through my eyes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that, Jimmy? There's a couple people that like stream like the fights and stuff on Whatnot.
Oh, no,
do they really?
Yeah.
So the Tyson fight.
Well, it's on Netflix, but I'm saying like they'll be like
right.
They do it on TikTok all the time.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, they're not hard to find, you know.
They're not. Dude, who was that? Adam Schefter?
Yeah.
Did you see? It was like maybe a couple weeks ago or last week. I can't remember. It was like an overseas, or it was a Thursday night football game, and he took a picture of like the game that he was watching, and he wrote something, but the top left was like a streaming website that he was illegally watching the game on. And so like the comments were just like, dude, you're rich, you can't afford Amazon Prime. But like that does bring up a good question. I mean, dude, I don't even know where to watch football games anymore. I gotta like look it up.
I'll send it to you when we get off.
I'll send it to you.
Maybe
that's why he's incarcerated.
He was the only one that Napster got back in the day.
And I only had 13 songs. They got me.
I'm gonna need you to put like on that little figure thing that you made with him with the crowbar and stuff. Put a TV in the background with bootleg cable.
Brendan was incarcerated for legally downloading Metallica's music.
For real. They were not having that.
Yeah.
Great.
So, were you saying something, Joe?
Oh, I was going to say, maybe he didn't want Amazon up there because he'd be promoting them. And, it could be some kind of a legal issue, possibly. I don't know.
How much trouble because I think my kids use those illegal to watch like Apple TV and stuff. Are they going to come tear down my door and kick in my door and take me to jail?
Just point at the kids. You didn't do it. Point at them.
Look, we got a great perfect example right here. This is what happens.
Yeah, don't be like me. Don't do it. Yeah. That's what happens then. That's what happens.
Yeah. So don't illegally stream the Tyson fight.
But I still
Tiptoes. Don't stream Tiptoes.
Don't bootleg Tiptoes, damn it. They need that money.
So guys, thank you all so much for joining us on This Week in Reselling After Dark. Thank you so much, Jimmy Old School Flips. Make sure you follow him on all the social media websites.
No, this way.
And if you want to listen to some amazing heavy breathing, make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Seriously,
Old School Flips. So my name is Ray.
I'm Joe. I'd flip that.
Brendan, Big Time Flips.
Jimmy, old school flips.
And we'll catch you guys on
the flip side.
After
Done.
Another side.
After.